Yo, guys, it's the kid. We're back up here in this piece for a Manchester preview. We're going to talk about the self-proclaimed GOAT, Cristiano Ronaldo. We're going to talk about the Norwegian bulldozer, Haaland. We're going to talk about how City as a whole, Pep as a whole, and how they're going to test you and give birth to this bomb-ass thing known as the Pep League. We're going to talk about United and how well they've done under Ten Hag. And we're going deep, maybe do like a combined 11 and see, is there any way possible for Man United to pull up to Etihad and say what's up to Man City, man? And guys, we've got a crack roll. We've got the smoke man himself, the resident Congolese holding it down for everyone in Congo. 100%. Belgium, we know of your crimes of the past, man. 1-2. Shout out to your boy Patrick, holding it down for the boys in Malawi, holding it down for your boys in Man City, and people say that he is soon to win an Oscar in the next 5 or 6 years. Don't forget me in your Oscar speech, please. Thank you.
Relax.
At the mount of the plan, Red Devil Studio, man. They say there are no black people in Newcastle. That's a lie. He is holding it down for all the brothers in Newcastle, man. Keep it strong, man. Keep it black, keep it strong in Newcastle, bro. And hopefully our main man, Mr. Vaso, will hopefully join. So I'll bring him in when he's in there. So look, man, look, guys. It's a big game. It's a massive derby game. Oh no! I've got to give him his intro. And he's here, man. Canada, man. They say that black people aren't treated well in America. They say if you're black, choose Canada over America. And they do say that Canada Dry is a pretty good drink. Also, Grizzly Bears. Shout out to your boy Vito holding it down for Canada, man. What's. So guys, look, man. It's a big game. It's a big game, man. And it's one of those games where because I just want to give us general thoughts, because I want to go into specifics of Cristiano, Haaland, and everything. But just overall, everyone is the smart money is on Man City. That's like the smart money is for Man City to win. But if there is a kind of game that this United team would win, it would be this game. And if United were to pull up and to somehow win, especially with the way that Ten Hag has been playing and the tactic has been pulling up to, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a defensive plan, counter-attack, and they manage to say, what's up, man? So I don't want to just hear general thoughts before we go into specifics. So look, Smoke, what are your general thoughts and feelings of this Mancunian derby, man? I mean, do you think that it has come a bit too early? Do you think it's the right time to face United? Would you have wanted to face them before? Or because you've already tested this league with illegal oil money, blood money, It doesn't matter when you face United, you can easily slap them up with the illegal money you've earned from, pillaging human beings. Yeah, take the mic.
I want to save your time of one segment. I don't think we need to do a combined 11, right? Right. The only time you're gonna have United players in the combined 11 with City is if we're doing the worst 11, right? Then they have almost all the spots, right? But if we're doing a best 11, come on, let's save time, right?
The only thing Don Smoke is just that what you need to understand though is that there's certain people that play for United that have Champions Leagues. That's the only thing. So possibly maybe for experience in a combined 11, so that a City players can experience what Champions League is. It might be worth bringing in some of the
Champions League. Won't help you when you're getting slapped. They won't help you when you're getting
obvious,
slapped.
those guys sold their souls to be here. They didn't come here for footballing.
No, but I mean, but we're talking about a combined 11. You know what I mean? Like, if we want to talk about a team that's going to win big, and you need winners, like Champions League winners. You know what I mean?
If we're doing a veterans Champions League 11, right, then you can have your Casemiro, your Varane, your Ronaldo, right? If we're doing veteran, right? These guys has been.
You mean trophy? We mean trophy winners? You mean like
no? We're talking about veterans.
Smoke. General thoughts. Let's get this back over. General thoughts on this. General thoughts, man.
All right. The general thought is this, right? At the end of the day, right? Shout out to United for pulling a bit of form, as they will call it, right? But the last 10 years, we are your big brothers, right? It's one of those things whereby you just have to make peace. And every time you've beat us, we've had nothing to play for. That's been the reality. Whenever we've had something to play for, it's been peak training sessions, right? The only thing missing is cones and beeps on our back. It's like, right. And so the thing is, I think I don't know about Rashford if Rashford is fit, because the only thing
Rashford is not fit. No, it's not fit. Rashford
the only thing
out.
Because the only thing I see the only thing I see United trying to do is playing on the counter, because even during holidays they were good in transition. You have to give that to them, right? And even recently, as they've been playing Oli ball with better players. So
no, but you can say all you want about Oli ball. Oli ball got you a few times, bro. Oli ball got City a few times.
But HH, we have to be. The thing is, what made them excel is individual brilliance. It's not like they've done anything. Right?
Don't do
that. No. I'm saying Pogba was there for most of these games, and you saw even in the last derby when they scored, there was one ball from him that came and that killed our whole midfield. Without Pogba, Eriksen is there, but we don't want to break his heart, right? We know he has a fragile heart, so I don't go too much into Eriksen. But
that's out of pocket.
HH, it needs to be a miracle. Like, and with Pogba gone, you need witchcraft in this game, right? For them to beat us, they need some supernatural force.
Look, I mean, again, without going into specifics, City should win. If City play their best, they'll beat United. But for me, because I think we all know what United are going to do, and I think Ten Hag knows that. Look, we can't go out and play with space, so we know the game that Ten Hag is going to play. If they execute that plan well, as in they make it difficult for City, they close off the channels and they hit them on the counter and they hit that space. The Etihad is not a fortress. People have gotten City at the Etihad. So
we haven't lost forever, HH. So it is a fortress. The thing is, we'll concede, but we're going
to... Didn't Spurs beat you? Was that a draw last season? Was that a draw or did the Tottenham win?
Spurs beat them
They
at
slapped
the
us, man.
Yeah, but that's like 100 games ago, right? I'm saying is
last season, Don.
Yeah, 100 games.
It was actually like 9 games.
HH, we're gonna concede, right?
Yeah.
But Haaland will score a brace. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I see a 4-1.
Let me come to Red Devil now. So just from United's point of view, general thoughts.
First of all, so obviously, while I am still on loan to Madrid, when you invited me, you didn't really make me aware that there were going to be 3 City fans on the panel, really. So like, thankfully, Don
Carlos. Oz is here to support.
Yeah. So at the time, so that's what I had to speak to Don Carlo and be like, bro, I need to go back and defend my parent club against these City clowns. So he allowed me to sort of come back and at least.
That's shameless, idea. Shameless.
No, it's not shameless. Just like, so I have got the red, so back and stuff.
Burning yourself everywhere.
But general thoughts is that, like, Don Smoke is right. City are the favourites going into this game. They're at home. They've got one of the world's best, forwards in Erling Haaland, midfielder in terms of Kevin De Bruyne.
You mean the industry plans who cost Hazard a World Cup? Yeah, I remember that dude. Yeah,
So, but you've got people like firing on cylinders. Mahrez is doing his thing, and the like. So, City are, in that sense, they're clear favourites. They're clear favourites. No, so the pressure, and bearing in mind that Arsenal are obviously on top of the league right now.
Arsenal are not doing anything, bro. Arsenal are not doing anything, and I mean this with all disrespect. No, wait, okay, fine. Maybe they'll get top 4, fine, and so forth. They're not winning no league, and RDS, man. If Arsenal fail to get top 4, because we know what's happening at the bridge. We know what's happening with the legitimate winners. But RDS, 38 games. RDS, 38 games. 38 games, 3-8. That's 2 minus 4 for what? Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, I think Chelsea needs to probably worry more about top 4 than Arsenal do. At least is.
Wait, hold on. Did you know what I find so funny?
Mm-hmm.
If Chelsea cook this season and start winning games, I don't want to hear any apologies from any of you guys. No. Chelsea, no. Chelsea will be bad. Harry Potter, Voldemort, Gryffindor, Slytherin. I get it. Daniel Radcliffe. I get all the jokes. If Chelsea starts to cook and starts to win games, I don't want to hear apologies from you or any people on the panel. But RDS, so basically your confidence of slapping up Man City because
no. I didn't say that at all.
But I think you did. I translated your transcript.
I think you went on some weird spiel about Chelsea doing something this season.
Yeah, I know the legitimate UCL winners because you can't win a UCL if it's also on the away goals. I know, but continue.
That's okay.
I know.
That's funny. Also, whether you're legitimate,
I know the legitimate UCL winners. I know. Continue. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
As we were saying.
So at the end of the day, City are clearly favourites going into this game. United have injuries. Rashford and Martial still being injured and major blows. So that sort of quick transitional counter attack is a problem.
Get injuries. You can even bring your ex-players to join. You can even ask your ex-players to join you.
Calm down, don't.
No, ex-players. Well, no, of course. I mean,
no. Smoke. I see a lot of arrogance. Smoke. Don't let you guys just get beat up right now on Sunday, bro. Because you're gonna look real bad. Because there's a lot of and also the arrogance. Of course, it's warranted. But you ain't playing Braunschweig. You ain't playing Elche. You ain't playing Ibiza.
No. Don't smoke is correct. I mean, I remember the last game that City played before we had this break in the Premier League. Who was it against? I can't remember.
Wolves.
Was it Wolves?
Yeah, 3-0, I think. 3-0. 1, 2, 3. Yes, 3.
Was it Wolves? Okay, so...
Man counted.
Wait, are you sure it was Wolves?
1, 2, 3.
Are you sure it was Wolves?
It was
Wolves. Wait, what are you thinking?
I don't think it was Wolves. I can't.
It was Wolves.
It was Wolves.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Let me.
Which season are you looking at? Which season?
Hold up. Let me hit this. Right? Hold up. Let me hit this thing. So shout out to your boy Miguel Rabines, who is a legitimate UCL winner, and he does speak fluent UCL. Thoughts on Nkunku to Chelsea? Rabines, you do realize that the transfer market is gone. So before I answer this, you do realize that the transfer market has closed. It's closed. So why didn't we get Nkunku during the transfer market? Secondly, Nkunku is cool. I don't rate him very highly. I'm sorry. I wanted the Us. I wanted Rafinha. I wanted Technique. I wanted Salini. So Miguel, Barca stole our attack. They stole our attack. Ousmane Dembele, Rafinha, Lewandowski should be wearing Chelsea jerseys. So Nkunku is cool, but for me, that is a slight downgrade on those. So that's my view there. But Chelsea can do a lot better. We can do a lot better. Your boy Elad, #FSGFs. H, thoughts on Haaland's father's comments to today? Talk to me, City guys. What did Alf Inga Haaland say? Do you know what he said? Patrick?
Yeah, I did, but I didn't put much. He laughed at the end, but I didn't put much thought in it. Like, it doesn't matter at the end of the day, because I tell a lot of fans, especially
no. Wait, but what did he say though?
What did he say?
Oh, he
The
said
Haaland
that.
is playing well.
He said maybe Haaland. Haaland, I think, is somebody who would like to challenge himself everywhere. Italy, Spain, blah blah. Then he laughed at the end.
Okay.
He
No, wait. Hold that. When we get to the Haaland section, hold that, and I'll come back to that. So, guys, let's talk about my hero. Let's talk about my hero.
wait. Are we just not letting some of us speak on this?
Yeah,
No, trust. Because I just wanted. That's just a general overview. Trust me. We'll be here for. Trust me. We'll have a whole party here.
Did he make? Because there were rumors that after he did sue, his leg is gone.
Respect the top international goal scorer. I want to bring in your boy Oz now. Oz. They say that his new name might be Ronaldo for United. They're saying that he could be a super sub. From a United fan's point of view, do you feel that there's any scenario? What do you think this whole Cristiano thing is? People are saying that, look, didn't have a preseason. His fault, because he was twerking for teams and he thought he might make a move. Didn't have a preseason, he's lacking match sharpness. Once he gets that match sharpness, he's going to get back to goal scoring. Or are you saying, wait a minute, we look good without him, we're moving well, we're winning games. Should he continue being a super sub, or do you think that eventually he should be starting? Where is your assessment on Cristiano? Because the streets are saying he's a geriatric. The streets are saying that his legs are brittle. The streets are saying that retirement tax. The streets are saying that he needs to freeze himself again. They're saying that if he tries another step over, we might need to call the ER. Oz, do you agree with these insults and abuse on one of the game's most celebrated players, hairdressers? Oz, talk to me.
Look, at the end of the day, this guy is Mr. Champions League. This guy has the most international goals. This guy has the most goals.
Oz, you're not in the Champions League. So I don't know how Champions League and Man United in 2022 sort of combines, but I'm just stating facts right now. I'm just stating facts. He has this amazing goal scoring record, but the problem is City can't lock him up. That's the problem. Because Ronaldo is not as mobile as he used to be. If I'm being honest, I think Ten Hag is really debating whether he should start Elanga over Ronaldo. I think that is a but hasn't Elanga been starting over Ronaldo for a while now?
No, but the thing is, now that we have Anthony, it would have been Anthony, Rashford, Sancho. Okay. But now that Rashford's out, it's a debate whether Ronaldo would be better or Elanga. And I think if I'm Ten Hag, I think he would start with Elanga, if I'm being honest, because what we've seen from City this season is that their defense is so liable. The defense is probably where you know that's their weak point. Their attack is incredible. Their midfield is incredible. Their defense is so mistake prone. And
Can I say something on that defense thing? Can I say one thing on the defense thing?
You go for it,
guys,
Patrick. You go for it.
I've been watching a lot of people saying City defense.
It's been leaking. It's not looking robust. Patrick, it's not looking robust, bro.
But look at this. So if you go to the Premier League, right, or even around the world and see Man City, Brighton are at the bottom as they've only received 5 goals. City are 19th with 6. Now they're saying there's a team that's in form on defense. They have held 8 goals. That's United, and then Chelsea has held 9. And at the top is Leicester with 22.
No, you have to bring context into it.
No,
you have to use
context.
No.
Wait.
You can't do that.
Let me help.
Wait, hold on. Let us land. Wait. Let us land. Because Patrick, my thing about this is that.
Patrick.
Okay, go for it.
The 8 goals that are you supposedly only 6 of them were in the first 2 games. You take
but I can give you
3 of them were Newcastle.
We're talking about based on form. We're talking about based on form. Form going into the City game.
Wait, hold on. Let us land the point. So us basically hit it with the defense points. Just elaborate on that and let him. Okay, let us just cook with the whole defense. So basically, you're saying City's defense is garbage and they have fruit sellers in defense. That's what you're saying.
What was I was alluding to was that City are at their best. Let's be honest. I don't see anybody debating that right now. Like you cannot tell me that they're not the best in the league right now. You can put the Arsenal debate, but I don't think Arsenal are that.
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
yeah, no, haven't reached yet.
if
Haven't
Chelsea
reached
actually
the
got all their targets, it would be different. But that's about a different story, you know.
But
So
City have conceded 3 goals to Newcastle, conceded 2 to Crystal Palace, conceded. Who was the other game? I can't think off the top of my head, but they have let in goals. They have let in goals. So that our best way to beat this team is on the counter.
so basically, so you're saying that Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't work on the counter?
He doesn't. He's not mobile enough. We've seen him play this season, and you can blame it on injury. You can blame it on preseason.
Lack of
preseason.
preseason.
Him not playing. But the thing is, he's not fit. Let's be honest. He's not fit. He saw in the Portugal game.
But where I'm going to is because he'll eventually be match fit. Eventually, if he plays enough games, when it is seen that he is match fit, is there still a scenario where he'll be back to starting games, or is it a case of like, no, even if you're match fit, as what we've seen in those games against Portugal and so forth, homeboy is old. Homeboy can't run.
That's the problem.
So basically, you're saying he's a bench player. So you're confirming to me that Cristiano Oliveira Ronaldo is a bench player for United for this season. Is that what you're saying? Oz, lift your head up and please answer the question, please.
Yeah. I mean, you have to. Like, he did it to himself. At the end of the day, he did it to himself. He decided to have all these rumors going around saying, "Oh, he decided to talk to all these other clubs." I don't know if half the rumors are true, but at the end of the day, he did it to himself. He didn't come to the preseason. He made those rumors happen, and because of that, now he's not in the right headspace, and now he can't. He's trying to juggle too many things. So with all that combined, it's now a conversation between Elanga and Ronaldo. Elanga and Ronaldo. That is wild for me. Like, I don't rate Elanga, and there's a discussion right now. And if Ten Hag does pick this team, I think he goes Elanga because you need pace to beat this team.
No, because that's the thing. Look, see, Elanga isn't great. The guy is really not great, but you have to be tactical here. I am going to get a lot more cheddar with Elanga in this kind of game against Man City than I would from a Cristiano. And I think for Cristiano, he has to accept what the reality is. And as much as it will pain him and pain his ego to see someone like an Elanga, who the guy enters and is a young player who enters to start ahead of him, it's true. You're 37.
See, I don't think he'll start.
Can I ask us a question?
So let me hear from Addison and come to you more. So Addison, wait.
Yeah, I don't think he'll start. Like, I think he'll do what he did in the first game. As I don't think he'll start. He doesn't have an available striker because Elanga's a striker. I don't think he'll start Elanga. I presume he'll do what he did in the first game when he didn't have any available strikers, and he'll probably will play Bruno in the false 9 position, and then so Bruno will be in the false 9 position, and then he will play midfield of Eriksen, McTominay, and Casemiro.
So Cristiano is going to be on the bench then. He won't start
Cristiano on the bench. Come on, in Pakistan, and he'll probably play Bruno as false number 9. That's more likely to happen than Elanga being the strike, unless he's going to use Garnacho, and he wouldn't really throw Garnacho in it's not work. I suspect he'll go, and even Elanga throwing him in as a starting striker in a derby is also not great. So I think it makes more sense.
But if Elanga starts, wouldn't he start out wide, or he said he started?
Who's playing as the central forward? It's not going to be Sancho. It's not going to be Anthony.
It has to be Bruno as the false 9.
It's going to be Bruno. He's done that before. And then you can then play Casemiro. You can play Eriksen, Casemiro, McTominay in the midfield, which is a lot more safe and conservative going that way. And obviously, if Bruno wants to drop in there, that's fine. So that makes a lot more sense than him playing playing Elanga.
No, but sorry, just quickly, but Anthony is available, isn't he?
Yeah, he's available.
So wouldn't you roll Anthony Bruno, Sancho
on the right wing? I assume Sancho playing on the
left, and Bruno as a false 9.
I think Bruno will be the false 9, and then Eriksen
we'll try.
and Casemiro in the midfield.
And where does Maguire play? joke. Smoke. What do you want to say? Smoke. What do you want to say? And I'll cultivate.
Oz and RVS, tell me if this is true, right? Elanga really a first team player for Man United?
He's in that conversation. I mean, what can you do?
He plays. He's an international player. He plays for Sweden.
That's scraps, man.
Wait. So in the year 2022, right? Elanga is the face of the United Academy.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
No, come on. You can't say he's the face.
We have Foden and Palmer coming up the ranks. You guys, your best that you have is Elanga.
Well, we did have a certain player who was better than all of them combined.
Besides prison tax.
But unfortunately, there's been issues, so we can't bring that up. So
okay. Let's just wait, hold on. I want to come to so Veitu, look, say. Let's say you're Pep and let's say you're Man City. What would you fear more? Them starting with Cristiano, dozens of goals, the legacy, the perfume, the franchise, the eyebrows, all that stuff? Or would you fear him being on the bench and a much more faster, mobile lineup with Anthony, Bruno, and Thingy? Because really, the main thing is Bruno as a false nine or Cristiano. What would you fear more, knowing how City play?
What would I fear more? Okay, so assuming that I have fear, which one would I fear more? It would be the one without Ronaldo. It would be the one without Ronaldo, because Ronaldo's shown us that matches like these, he's best to come on as a sub.
God damn.
This type of match, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, United fans, but I think Ronaldo didn't he fake an injury last season not to play in one of the derbies?
Did he?
I believe the first derby.
He went to Portugal because of family issues. That's why.
Oh, okay. My bad. So he had to deal with that. He wasn't there for the first match. He was there for the second one. The same thing's going to happen with him coming if he were to start. I don't think this is a match for him just based off of what we're going to do. The EPL, Premier League would love it. Haaland, CR7, they'd love that. They'd love it. But from a match standpoint, Ten Hag, he knows what he's doing. He's not going to put you guys in a position to not be the best tactically. He's not going to make you guys vulnerable with that. And I think as the goals that you mentioned, HH, that Cristiano Ronaldo can do, all good. But there's now strikers need to do more. They can't just.
The game has moved on. No. Because for me, look, as I said again, look, let me be real here, because people call me a hater and so forth. He's trash as a player. Overall, as a player, the guy is garbage and trash. There is still a goal scorer there, and I do feel that once he gets his sharpness back, there is still a guy that can score goals. But I feel that Ten Hag was blessed in benching Cristiano because he didn't have a preseason, and then because do you know what the worst thing that would have happened if he benched Cristiano and United did not win those games? But by them winning those games without Cristiano and Cristiano coming on and only having much of an effect, Ten Hag wins. Like Ten Hag easily wins, and he now has the dub. And I do feel that, I do think that it is going to be Bruno, Anthony, and Sancho. And I think for United, it's pretty simple. It's how well they use that ball on the counter. Because I do feel that City defense can be got at. It isn't an impenetrable to defense. And it's with
I still don't agree. I don't agree.
Pat, when dealing with freaking 2010 Inter Milan, okay, none of your defenders are world class. Let's be real.
You do know.
No. You can press. You can press.
Let me say this far.
You went a bit far.
Wait. Who is scraping some plates? I hear someone scrape some plates. I don't know why. It wasn't good.
Let me put this out there real quick. United have had the worst start this season, and we've conceded 8 goals. City only conceded 2 less than us.
Yeah, but
and you're saying that this defense is not
don't
that
smoke
bad?
Maguire tax, man. Maguire tax.
No. Fritz tax.
You can't look at the 2 games for Maguire as a centre back. You have to exclude Maguire as a centre back and look at how United have been defensive.
No. Vince, you have to. No.
I'm saying
we're
still only 2 goals. They only
even that you have to, because I think context is very, very key. You have to judge United without that fridge. You have to. because they have been a completely different team with Varane and Martinez. Wait, Veta, how can you say no? You have to.
Because I'm not giving United context for having Maguire when no one gives us context for changing out our defense due to injury. You deal with the goals. You deal with the goals.
Did you have to change your defense this season?
Yes,
Yeah, we have to. We have to.
Injured for most part of it.
But how significant was it?
Can I say
You didn't
something?
have a Maguire problem.
No. 2 goals less than United. That's how.
Let me land on the defense. Let me land in the defense.
Okay, go on,
Do
Pat.
you know what's making me laugh? And I'm enjoying this from United fans because it's a lot of United fans I'm talking to, and they're so cocky with their defense. Your defense is not great. You right now for the poor Man City defense you keep pointing at. It's that we're top on the clean sheets, and you have only 2 clean sheets, and you've conceded 8 goals, and you've let in 8 goals. Let me tell you something, guys. United fans, when you watch that Arsenal game, yes, you beat them, but Arsenal were not clinical. There was few opportunities where they were clinical. You're not dealing with Arsenal. Yes, Arsenal are top, but you're not dealing with Arsenal. And I'm enjoying this.
How many shots on goal did Arsenal players have?
No. Chill. And also with Liverpool, the Liverpool you beat, you were not like you didn't beat a Liverpool. That was amazing. Now, what I'm happy about is City right now, the only injured player is John Stones. Laporte is back. He's been training for a month, but they haven't brought him back. He's going to be on the bench. Diaz is in. Akanji is in. Ake is in. Cancelo is in. Walker is back and firing. That means now, United, most times when you play as Walker is never there. It's Cancelo getting slaughtered at the other side. So let me tell you something. I have a feeling with the cockiness you guys have, this is the first time you're going to see a blessing. I think you're going to see a nice blessing, and then you'll come down from it.
Wait, hold up. No. I need you to expand. I need you to expand.
Okay,
Patrick, so is this going to be a 5-0? So you're saying we're going to see a baptism live on TV?
Because what I have noticed
Patrick, you can't just say no.
No, wait. I was watching the tactical game before I came here. I was watching the way they set up against Arsenal and the way they set up against Liverpool. But when you're looking at that setup, is the weakness they had in Liverpool was Milner. Even the guy who was doing the tactical analysis was Milner. Milner didn't have the legs to be stopping even as Eriksen is, he's faster than Milner. He was failing to stop. He was failing to be one of the blocking in the midfield. With Bernardo Silva, Rodri, and De Bruyne, you're not going to have that. You guys were pressing. You're trying to press high. If you get the ball high from us, it's great. If you have Rashford, there's a danger. But I have a feeling that regardless how dangerous you might be this time, with Haaland, I think with Haaland, even Alvarez, if he comes off the bench, I have a feeling even Foden is going to fist on you, and Haaland is going to fist on you. Just know that even Alvarez.
No. But what I'll say with Patrick, sorry. No. But what I'll say from what Patrick said, and I'll come to you, Ardis, is that we can do two things. We can give credit to United once they took out that fridge and put in Martinez and Varane as a defense player and how they improved and say they've done well. But also, it's who have you played? It's how people say, okay, yeah, England made the World Cup semis here, but who did you play? Like, as good as Arsenal were, you can give them a dub, but I feel that Man City's attack, this is a stepper. So this is not going to be a much stiffer test for United as to what they're going to be able to do against these guys.
On that point.
Wait, hold on. No, Ardis. I said Ardis, and the company smoke. No, Ardis, and the company smoke. Ardis.
So let me just, I'll get quick to talk. So let me speak on your point, HH, is key. Like, okay, granted, no United fan is saying is that United are favourites going into this City game. Clearly, City clearly have the better team. They have the manager that's been there for like years, and like I said, the pressure is on Manchester City because at the end of the day, if they lose this game, whatever you say, it means that they've still got to make up points on Arsenal, who are going to be top. Who are going to be top of the league. So the pressure is on City to get the dub at the end of the day of this game. It's on them. It's not on United because there's no way that Pep will sleep well from another bold guy coming into the league in his first season against him, slapping his ass. Like, Pep has enough pride for that, so that's not going to happen. What I would say, though, is that whatever you said about United, especially since the Maguire change, what have you, is that United have played harder games. United have played Liverpool. You can say Milner's advantage, fine. But at the end of the day,
and you conceded. You still conceded.
They have
conceded.
They have played in form Arsenal.
I actually forgot about that. Liverpool. They played Liverpool. I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
They played Newcastle and conceded 3 goals. away. They struggle to sort out Villa. They've not played any of the top 6 teams yet, but you're like, oh, right, we're going to slap Spurs, we're going to slap Liverpool, we're going to, I'm not saying City are going to lose, but I'm just saying is that, like, if you're going to the game, United have beaten the 2 teams out of the traditional top 6, and no one's taken that into account.
Smoke and Pat, that's a dub. That is a dub. That is a dub.
Listen to this, right? Context needs to be applied, right? As much as United will say, no, our defense have improved. My thing is, they've still faced... No, wait. They've still faced shots on target, right? That means the keeper has had things to make. Against Liverpool, they faced 5.
No, but Smoke... From what RDS said, they have actually had harder games. City have not faced any of these harder games.
Liverpool was a hard game. Liverpool was a hard game.
Your schedule, yes. Compared to your schedule.
No. Patrick, don't do that. Are you saying that Liverpool? Are you saying that City? Patrick, Patrick, don't. Wait, hold on. Let me get Patrick. Are you saying that the teams that City have faced have been tougher than Liverpool and Arsenal?
No. But what I'm saying is the Liverpool they caught at that time was being slapped left, right, and center by
Patrick. That's not what I know. Patrick, that's not what I asked. I said the teams that City have faced were the teams that City have faced were they tougher than when they United faced Liverpool at that time?
Newcastle was tougher than Liverpool. Liverpool
literally
got lucky.
That's crazy. No, you know you're crazy. No.
Wait. Hold. Okay. Let me go to Smoke and then come to Smoke.
They beat Newcastle.
What I'm saying is this, right?
Yeah, but they were lucky.
Season,
Liverpool were lucky to beat Newcastle.
No, I'm saying
hold up. Smoke. Hold up. Smoke.
Every season, we normally struggle against the smaller teams and the bigger ones. Against the top teams, apart from Liverpool, we normally beat everyone. And Tottenham, we know Tottenham is our bogey team. But normally, we do well against all the big teams. And that's how it's always been. Even last season, we struggle against the same small teams, home and away. What I'm saying is, the thing, though, is we haven't even gotten into rhythm yet. Right? And what's impressive is, although we're not in rhythm, we are scoring chances which the previous season, without a Haaland, we wouldn't score. That's what I'm saying. Now, the thing is, United, as much as they may say, no, we've got this defense, no, they're winning games without playing well. And you have to give them props to that. But they're still conceding chances. Now, the thing is, against better attacks, all the attacks which they face at the moment, besides Arsenal, we will miss chances.
So we're not hating on Salah now. We're not hating on Salah.
Salah is not in form. We can't talk Salah at the moment. Liverpool are not in form, and even their own fans will tell you. Against better attacks, they score those chances. But the thing is, most of the games which we conceded, we didn't have our full defense, which is Walker normally stops most counter-attacks. And Walker has been injured. Without Walker, we know we were very susceptible to the counter-attack. Now with Akanji in, he's given us extra pace. So we have Walker and Akanji to stop counter-attacks. What I'm saying is, look, as well as United may think that they're defending, they haven't came across a world-class attack who are in form. And we will show them on Sunday that whatever you guys are talking about, Butcher or whatnot, bro, this isn't the Eredivisie.
Have you guys faced a world-class attack?
Have you guys faced a world-class attack?
Wait, hold up. United have a world-class attack?
No. Smoke's saying that we've never faced a world-class attack. So I'm wondering, have City done?
City,
bro, we face all sorts of attacks every season. You can't come to us about facing.
No. We're saying this season. Okay, wait, hold up.
I'll go with you.
Wait. Let me take some debate. Shout out to your boy QC8. RDS, why don't you pull up Sia 37 goals this season? He has none. He only has one penalty against Sheriff. No. I think we'll all agree that this season his new name is Ronaldo. Tell Boli's assistants to draft CR37 in January. God forbid.
No. We should talk about the fact that CR7 is going to Chelsea in January.
No, he's not. According to who? Wait, what?
You don't know that was the main reason why Tuchel got sacked. That Boli wanted Ronaldo. Tuchel said no. Now that Tuchel's gone.
So basically, you're making this crap up. No, I thought it was a new report. Okay, so this is from your bomber source. I get it. And I know. This is from a brick bomber source. I know. Look, I actually thought the guy was actually coming from. Get the hell out of here. Zoltan TV, respect Subnaldo 37. I just packed him in FIFA 22. People are still playing FIFA into this day and age. Actually, no, I'm getting
Apparently,
on pro
it's
clubs.
good. This one is the last round.
Yeah, right.
I'm getting mine tomorrow.
Actually, wait, hold on. Wait, so I may set up pro clubs, man. So you may need to join, but it depends on PS5 or PS4.
Oh, I haven't got my PS5 yet.
Oh, so you're gonna get it on PS4.
With
I have it on
PS5, add
PS4.
me.
Yeah. No, come on, pro clubs because PS4 pro clubs, man. PS4.
Yeah, this time, don't leave us in the cold, HH.
Oh no, I will.
I've had it for 4 days.
Okay, so JJ, why does RDS look like a Nigerian uncle? Does it look like a Nigerian uncle?
Do I look like a Nigerian uncle? Is it a hat?
I don't know whether Nigerian uncles are weather kind of. Okay, so guys, let's talk about the bulldozer.
No. Sorry,
No. I want to talk about the bulldozer. So guys, look.
H, please.
What?
They were talking reckless about this whole defense. I just want to point one thing out. You ever do things ever get a little too easy for you and then you start experimenting and trying things differently? You've said this often. Pep has he's done whatever to the league. He's test tube, whatever.
Breastfed
the league. He started this season experimenting with not one inverted fullback, but two. These men want to talk about the goals that we conceded and all that kind of stuff. Pep was doing all kind of wildness, just moving Walker and Cancelo.
Yeah, then he stopped. In the last games, he stopped.
And then we started giving up goals. He stopped. So when we want to do the whole context thing, and I get it, you're going to know your team better than we will and vice versa. But Pep was doing his whole, let me see how crazy I can make this offense.
Pep is a sick man. He was doing that to give hope to Arsenal.
Exactly. It got fixed. He's now changed things up. Things are going to be different. I want to say one last thing.
Okay.
United want to talk about giving up 8 goals. They've only scored 8 goals. So there's your defense, but then there's our offense and the number of goals that we scored. Go look at that list.
Oh, again. You mean the goals? The
goals against goals.
Wait, hold up. Did we ever talk about how good United offensively are? I was pointing out how bad defensively.
Wait a minute. Haaland
guys,
hold on.
Hold on. We have to move. Let's move. Because I want to talk about Haaland. I want to talk about Haaland. So, guys, look. I want to know whether this is me being rude. Is this wrong? This statement. Haaland is a garbage footballer, but a great goal scorer. Is there anything wrong with that statement?
Yeah.
Victor, you say yes. Why? Now, Victor, keep in mind that this man doesn't have a first touch. I saw a moment when this man, the ball left him behind and he tripped over the ball. Watching him is like watching a boulder trying to control a tennis ball. So in terms of Victor, in terms of technique, Salini, Vavavoom, je ne sais quoi, and Shomlek, he don't have it. But he's a great goal scorer. What's wrong with that statement?
HH, I respect you. What you've done with this hut, what you do with the panel, what you do with your takes, mad respect.
Thank you.
But how you're talking about Haaland, you're off, man. You're off, and I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed. You're an NBA fan. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Of course, yeah, that's my second favorite sport, yes.
Okay, and I don't want to take 2 examples and make one, but you remember the Shaq era.
Yes.
You remember how things look from a big man standpoint. When big men are playing the game, does it ever look sexy? Does it ever look smooth?
Ibrahimovic exists. And Ibrahimovic is his tall. And
you're going to give me one example.
And I'll say, I don't know whether you remember him. Now, I wouldn't say he was great. Mario Gomez for Bayern Munich had much better football fundamentals than Haaland. He was much nicer on the ball than Mario Gomez.
Okay. Now Haaland at 22, you can have that point of view. What I want to stress is what Haaland does, I find so effective but disrespectful from rivals. Because you don't naturally become a strong, powerful player. You're not God-given. You work at it. You go into the gym. Patrick knows what I'm talking about. You go in the gym and you build that strength. No disrespect to the rest of you. HH, I mean, you're wearing a hoodie. You're probably in shape. I know Smoke is with it. He's in shape too. United fans, we'll talk about it another time. But you have to build that strength. It's not something that's God-given. It's actually something you work at. So don't dismiss what he's able to do, fending off and holding off defenders.
No. But Victor, honestly speaking, and I know you're a football savant, because again, I don't allow tribal metrics here. This is a space only for football heads. As a football head, technique-wise, he ain't all that. And it's fine. It's fine. He is an amazing goal scorer. All I'm saying that he ain't no kind about Suarez. He ain't no R9. He ain't no Shevchenko. He ain't no Henry.
You're looking at him to play like a smaller man. He's not a smaller man. So the touches that you're expecting, it's not going to be like that. All right. Now, what Haaland does should be respected and appreciated because, like I mentioned, he's holding off defenders while a ball is coming to him. Now, when you want to do the whole eye test, rate his physicality and his finish with that ball. He does not kick the ball. No.
Victor, that's not how the eye test works. Eye test is purely about Salini. It's purely about Salini. No. And that's what I say. We have to separate the two. And this is why I wanted to bring in Haaland. Because of Haaland, City are beating United on Sunday. That's why I think, as much as I feel that United can have a threat, United pose a threat.
That's rude. If we didn't have Haaland, we're beating United on Sunday.
No. I'm saying that it's going to be even much more of a dub.
Okay, I thought you were saying because.
But all I'm saying is that even if Ten Hag does what he should do, sit back deep, don't close off for the passing channels, and then hit those spaces that City always give because they put so many men in the opposing half. I still feel that United will pose a threat, but because of their Haaland, those chances are going to fall to City, and Haaland is going to put at least one or two of them away. So as a goal scorer, he's amazing, but he ain't a guy that you're like, hey man, he nice, okay, bro.
Can I say one thing?
He's showing socks. Put it that way.
No, can I say one thing? What I've noticed, I've been watching you, especially last week. I watched you with your minions. Were on your side hating on Haaland. And I commented, obviously, I said, why are you guys hating on Haaland? And somebody even commented, he says, I'm not a Haaland fan, but some of this hate, I think, is based on agendas. I think it's an agenda. Because it started off with, let me start off. Let me land. It started with, he's not going to score 15 goals. It started with, he's not going to pop in the Premier League. Then after he scored all those goals, it went to, he won't get the golden boot. There's no way. Now people are scared because he's already going towards that. Now it's gone. I've noticed everybody saying, he's not a pretty footballer to look at, but at least he can score. Now the funny thing is this: if we sit down here and you go back, if you want, go watch Haaland's matches at Dortmund, Haaland's matches at Modo, wherever he is.
Okay.
Whenever he drops back in and gets the ball. Yes, he had one mistake where he left the ball back, where I have seen De Bruyne do that before, but people won't say anything. I've seen Hazard try to do a dribble and fall down on his backside.
Patrick, you're talking about a top 3 player at one point, so relax. You're talking about the second best player in Premier League history, but continue.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, whenever I saw that, Haaland has dominated the goal scoring and he hasn't flopped in the Premier League, people have moved it to, he doesn't look pretty. But this is just the beginning. This is just a few games. While I've noticed at Dortmund, he was playing a lot of 1-2 touches with Sancho, and that's how him and Sancho made a good partnership. But guess what? We are going to ignore that because I know what people want. They want to make this mistake. But as soon as he starts going back, dropping back, and playing good football, he had few good touches. He's had very good touches.
But Patrick, he doesn't need that aspect. Basically, Patrick, he's never going to be nice on the ball. It's never happening. Nobody is ever going to. He'll never have a popular. He's never popping off.
He's a brick. You used to say Benzema is a brick, and he used to be a brick. And now when he's
Patrick, Patrick, hear me now and hear me for forever. As a goal scorer, I think this guy's going to do crazy things. Hear me now and hear me forever. He'll never be Black MJ.
Look,
off the wall, Jackson 5, Thriller, all that kind of stuff. But he'll never be Black. He'll never be Black Mike.
Small man. Pause.
No, wait, hold up, Patrick. You know everybody's been saying he's not good on the ball ever since he was at Dortmund. Like, this is why everybody said he's not that great, because at Dortmund he wasn't great on the ball. He was a good poacher. He was a good goal scorer.
Because I have seen him bring down the ball and touch the ball in the night where we know what the first touch is.
Patrick,
it's not as bad as people say.
I mean,
quick, Patrick and Don Smith. Just a quick question to clarify, because I actually get your point. I actually support you guys, but I just want to clarify just one particular factor with you guys. That's okay. Now I read this. I don't know whether this is 100% true, but is it true that Erling Haaland has scored the same amount of goals that Lukaku scored in his entire?
Did you know? Okay, before you finish this, do you know what I find weird? Before you know what I find weird? I've never seen. Okay, no. You know, artists, you don't finish your sentence. Do you know what I find so weird? How obsessed people are about a man who's no longer even in the Premier League. No, smoke. No, smoke. Let me land. No, smoke. Let me land. I'm gonna give Haaland his goal scoring. As a goal scorer, we could be seeing an incredible goal scorer. So, guys in the streets, I'm not hating. I'm not hating.
We're not talking about Nunes.
Wait, hold up. No, everybody can't be good at everything. I said this guy is a goal scoring demon. He is just a garbage footballer.
But the problem,
There's nothing wrong with that.
But the problem
let me paint
is that he's a better. Haaland is a much better football player than Lukaku, and you said that Lukaku was had a nice touch and was almost like a stroke number 10.
Who was man of the match against Brazil? Smoke. I respect it. No, wait. When Haaland is man of the match in a World Cup game against Brazil, talk to me. Smoke, talk to me. What are you saying? Smoke, what are you saying?
What I'm saying is this, right? At the end of the day, it's an unfair picture in the sense that if you are surrounded, if you are surrounded amongst some of the best technically gifted players, even if listen, even if you're a mile off, the picture gets distorted. Take Drogba, right? Your GOAT legend Drogba. Put him in the prime Barca team. Put him in a prime Barca team. He will look like a Nunes in terms of ability.
That's a lie, bro.
That's disrespect to Nunes, though.
No.
Respect.
HH.
Kaz are still active midweek, man. So you better work with your mouth, bro. Kaz still active midweek.
What I'm trying to say is this, right? When you surround among some of the best technical gifted players, if you are not on that level, you will stick out like a sore thumb, and hence you'll be made to look worse than you actually are.
Smoke, he was like this at Dortmund, and at freaking, he's always been like this. It's not because of the players. As Oz said, he's always been like this. What's that?
Isn't it both pace and power? Mbappe, I've never seen Mbappe dribble anybody. He just kicks the ball and runs.
Bro, no, don't do that. No, hold on.
Exactly what he's saying.
Mbappe doesn't have the highest eye test. Watch what Mbappe did to Courtois. Watch what Mbappe did to Courtois in that second leg UCL game. No, hold up. No, Patrick, we are not putting Mbappe and Haaland in the same testing conversation. Don't you dare do that. Patrick, don't you dare put Mbappe and Haaland in the same testing conversation. Now, he ain't the greatest. Don't you dare put Haaland and Mbappe in the same testing. Have some respect for a freaking World Cup winner. Have some respect for a world winner. Smoke, take the mic. Smoke, take the mic.
What I'm saying
is, you don't need to know.
Let me give you an example. If you look at the midfield trio of Casemiro, Kroos, and and Modric, people always used to say, no, Casemiro can't play. Why? He's not really good on the ball. Why? Because you're playing next to Modric and Kroos. I'm giving an example whereby the moment he comes to United, he's automatically the best midfielder there. And then they're going to be like, oh, it's this guy who can't play. It's always like that. So, as much as I agree with you that he's not the best on the ball, but Mario Gomez, that's to compare him to Mario Gomez. Nah, that's a bit disrespectful.
Honestly speaking, Mario Gomez has had better football fundamentals than Haaland. But my thing is that is as if people are just ignoring the praise I'm giving him. I'm saying that this guy's goal scoring qualities are amazing. Off the ball movements, anticipation, finishing, eye for goal. All these things are amazing. But in terms of dribbling, first touch, technique, working in tight spaces, he's garbage. There's nothing wrong with that.
At the end of the day, you need to put context into play in the sense that he's never been in a position-based team, meaning that he's never really had to work on close control. Because most of the time he'll have the ball, there's space. So now the thing is, he's young. People keep forgetting that this guy is 22. He started playing football recently. It's not like he's been playing for 10 years. So the thing is, at his age, his attributes can be improved and coached. Is he gonna be this fluent?
Yeah, you can't
No,
coach.
he's
You
not
know
gonna
what
be-
makes me
You
laugh?
can't. You can't turn a boulder into a diamond.
No.
You're messing up.
HH,
You're messing up.
There's certain things you can't coach, but there are certain things you can improve on. And the thing is, such as
Timo Werner.
close control.
Yeah.
HH, if you're always playing inside spaces, you either gonna improve your close control or you won't make the cut and you'll be shipped off. And that's the truth. If you play for Barca, most of the time you play against a low block. So unless you Ferran Torres, who we knew you were a brick and then we shipped you off. Over time, certain attributes will improve. Let's judge these attributes 3 to 5 years down the line, whereby
He's just
he's been
22
playing
years
low
old.
block week in, week out, and we're like, okay, you know what? There's no hope for this guy regarding this aspect.
Don't
That's
smoke.
for
Great
certain-
example. Harry Kane. Do you remember Harry Kane? We used to call him a brick. We used to call him a fridge. Also, Harry Kane. That he's just a log. He just sits in front. Look at what Mourinho did to him at the age of 27.
No. HH said that. That's different. HH.
He was.
Wait. What? Said what? Said what?
HH. But do you remember when you used to say that Harry Kane is just a stick? He just sits there and stands there and wait for the ball.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No. I call him the English tree trunk.
I remember
but
when
Mourinho
HH
changed
said
him.
that Lukaku had an excellent touch. This was after they won against Arsenal.
He used to say Skywalk or
happened.
something.
HH has been
Skywalk
very
or Skywalk.
inconsistent. I also want to
Ardies,
point out.
your thoughts. So let's fit as fair that I want to hear Ardies your thoughts on the Norwegian boulder.
I just want HH. I just want you to maybe train your eyes a little bit. Don't judge the big man like a small man. Don't judge his touch and proximity of ball to feet and his moves like he's a small person, like he's a small man. You know there's a difference there. And when you say that he's a trash footballer, you're being disrespectful because you mentioned all the things. Placement. You talked about his movement. You talked about even his scoring ability. Those are all aspects of being a good footballer. So don't say he's a trash footballer.
No. But see, you have to understand my language. See, when I say football, basically when I say like you're a good footballer, it's the Salini. So I refer to the Salini, not really about your goal scoring and so forth. Hence why I say I separate goal scoring qualities and footballing. When I say this guy is a quality footballer, tight spaces, first touch, technique, dribbling, and you have that Salini and that extra je ne sais quoi, that extra shrum leg, that la. And he just doesn't have that la. And wait, people keep missing the streets. It's fine. It's fine. Because this guy doesn't need that. This guy doesn't need to entertain. This guy doesn't need to be nice on the ball.
You know
because he is an amazing bloody goal scorer.
And
it is what it is. It's just that the guy doesn't have a first touch.
I gotta say this. And you know what? I think it's.
Wait, hold up. Who gave Ricardo the link?
Shout out to all my brothers.
No. Who gave Ricardo the link?
He's got a City jersey. He's got a City jersey.
Oh my God!
Should I put it on? Oh, do I have to be a Manchester type of fan to be part of this?
Ricardo, what the fuck?
Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Artists, can you please take them? Okay, sorry, finish your points.
The thing I was gonna say is the football gods, they can't create the complete player. Players are gonna need to have Achilles heels. They need to have vulnerability.
R9 didn't have a weakness until he was poisoned in '98. Yes.
No, yeah, but R9 again, maybe his weakness was longevity. Like you're not going to create the complete perfect player, right? Haaland, to your point, maybe in terms of ratings, he's got to have those critiques that you're pointing out because had he not, oh my gosh, look what may be happening if he didn't. So maybe I think the football gods are doing the right thing.
Can I just ask one thing, please, before we move on? I just want to ask, and I'm not being an agenda merchant. I have been watching football for a while, right? And I've watched a lot of strikers, but there's one guy I want to ask.
Sorry. What's Ricardo wearing?
I don't know what he's wearing, bro.
He has
I'm wearing the
Chelsea,
color of
he has
Manchester.
United,
Color
and
of
Arsenal.
Manchester.
Okay, let me just ask this. I want to ask to the panel. HH, you can stay silent. And ask to the panel. I don't want to be an agenda merchant, but I want to ask the panel on the streets. So Haaland is power and pace. That's what people are saying. His positioning is great. That means you have to be smart to position yourself in those ways, and you have to be smart to put the ball where the keeper can catch it, right? Because we had people like Jesus going 1v1. We had people like Raheem 1v1 movement and missing and hitting the post, and they used to dribble but do nothing. They're not effective. But I want to ask something. I know that Mbappe won the World Cup, but can somebody
At 19,
tell me?
at 19.
I know. Can somebody tell
19
me
years
just one
old.
thing? People say Mbappe is the star, but what has it? I've never seen Mbappe dribble past anybody apart from kick the ball and run at it, pace and power. Have you ever seen
That's a
Mbappe
lie.
sit down people like what Salah did or to Man City where he sat us down? Have
That's
you ever seen Mbappe do that?
no. See, no, Patrick, you're lying. Now, Mbappe may not be the greatest dribbler before, but literally but it was called as offside. Did you see the dribble he did it on Courtois? Come on, bro. Like you see, Patrick. What we're not going to do is put Mbappe and Haaland in the same sentence. And Patrick, and this is to Patrick, to Smoke, and to Veto, Ricardo. I don't know who the hell you're repping, so you're not in the whole thing. As for all fans,
blue, baby.
would you be happy? Would you be happy for Haaland to be the face of football?
Mbappe.
Yeah, I would.
No. Sorry, Haaland. Would you be happy for Haaland to be the face of
I'm saying
football?
HH. My problem is this: the
Ask the
moment you
question.
start considering Mbappe a great dribbler, then I'm worried. HH.
I never said, hey, Latsakitso Olong. I never said he's a great dribbler. But all I said is that he is better than Haaland, who plays like a truck driver. Now, I'll ask the question again. Would you want Haaland to be the face of football?
HH. If Haaland is a truck driver, then Mbappe is also a truck driver.
Honestly, do you know this guy's going to answer my question? I'll ask it again. Patrick, I'll ask you. Would you want Haaland to be the face of football? Yes or no?
Yeah, if he's doing the most.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Would I want Mbappe to be the face of football? No, because what he's doing is anyway, we're not gonna mention it.
Hey, all right. How about Gaga go though?
Okay, no. Smart. Thank you for coming.
Leaving me as the only man.
A lot here. Artist is a load, man. No. Look, I don't know what the hell this clown Ricardo is doing. He's not a City fan, bro. So, Artist, talk to me, man. Haaland,
I am a
man.
City fan. Can I get a turn?
Artist, can you grab the mic, please? Artist, Haaland.
No, I mean, I guess that they're parent sister clubs, man. The only thing is, though, is that you can make an argument that City fleeced Barca on Eric Garcia and Ferran
This
Torres.
is a
man.
little brother team.
You know, little brother, but like they got fleeced. Fleeced. So yeah, regarding Haaland, I actually don't know what the hate that Haaland's got. Even in his Dortmund days, I actually rated Haaland, and I appreciated the partnership he had with Sancho, which is really good. And at the end of the day, like, you know,
How many dribbles did he complete?
It doesn't matter. He scored more goals than appearances. That's like insane.
And assisted a lot. He assisted a lot in his first season.
So like it's just like
but I've never said he's not an amazing goal scoring. This is a freak of nature. But as a guy who's nice on the ball, he's not nice on the ball.
But what's the hardest thing in football, HH? You tell me. The hardest thing in football.
The hardest point in football is to score goals. And this guy.
Thank you. How are you not a good footballer if you can't? If you can do the hardest thing in football?
Better numbers than Mbappe.
Unfortunately, HH, I'm sorry. I respect your opinion, but when Lukaku was at Chelsea, you like everything you said about Haaland could be applied, if not doubly so, to Lukaku. However, you didn't really say those things about your 100 million.
But you know, Lukaku led Inter to a trophy.
I know. Yeah, he did. But when he came to
so
Chelsea,
did Haaland in Germany.
You know, we heard things like, you know, number 10, he's going to score 25 goals with Havertz and what have you. That he's going to lead the line. That he's going to be
good in boot.
You know, that his first touch had improved. That he's intelligent, and that didn't happen. So you can't have those sayings for Lukaku at Chelsea and then go and turn to Haaland and go, "Oh, this guy is, you know, he doesn't look good. His first touch is always ugly, etc." When you did give those same criticisms to Lukaku when he was at Chelsea FC. You know, we still remember it, HH, man. You know, like
did we all see the video? Has everybody seen it?
So go on.
Have you seen the HH? Have you seen the video?
What video?
Everybody has seen the video. Has everybody seen the video of the Chelsea striker Lukaku advertising boxes?
Okay, so let's get these dubs right now. So shout out to the dubs. So shout out to your boy, So shout out to your boy Machiavelli. Machiavelli, thank you for the dub, Machiavelli. Man City considered more shots on target against Newcastle than United did against Liverpool. And you're saying United concede chances when City also do. Answer. Patrick and Smoke.
Okay, can I say something? How can we listen to somebody who Sancho is the AV? Like seriously, like as soon as you see that, you
He
know,
was your
look,
academy
guys.
player. He came from your
Okay,
academy, didn't he?
I know, guys.
He
Let
came-
me just say this
So
to
he
United fans.
came as a product of your youth system.
I
So
know.
the
Look,
development's on you.
he's your best winger. He's your best winger. Let me say something to United fans. United fans, let's not argue. This is what I can say, HH, and this is what we say in my country. Let's not talk too much. Let's not argue. Let's meet on Sunday. Let's just meet on Sunday on the pitch, because I see you're talking with chest because of the 2 clean sheets you have and the 8 conceded goals you have. Let's meet, because this is a United fan.
Patrick, Patrick.
Like,
most guys think City are going to win. No
most
United
guys
fan
think
is
City are gonna
confident
win.
that they're going to win the game.
HH. There's a guy who said with his chest out, a United fan, he says Haaland won't have one shot on goal.
Now, I ask you this. Did the guy have bags under his eyes? And did he have needle marks on his arms? If he had needle mark on his arms and so forth, all I'm saying is that maybe you shouldn't really listen to the truth that he says. Just your boy Football Breakdown says, this is only a small crew. This dude from Peru shouldn't even be here to begin with. So it's closed off at the moment, man. Paul Kickling. HH, Arsenal also speaks fluent trophy. They do. It's just that we crashed our car and we are in brain recovery. And what we crashed into was the Emirates head-on collision. Paul Kickling, only 2 teams speak fluent trophy: Real Madrid and Chelsea. That is the fact.
What?
Those are the only 2 teams. Those are the only 2 teams that speak fluent trophy. So fluent trophy, it's a very small club. Chelsea and Real Madrid. So Paul, you're not in that team, that crew. Chelsea and Real Madrid. The only guys that speak French trophy, man. QC8. I know. QC8. Haaland breaks records if he scores 3 goals per month. No. If he goes on at this rate, he's breaking the goal scoring record. He is. That doesn't make him an amazing player, though. But he is breaking his goal scoring record 100%.
How would that not be amazing, though? If he breaks it, let's say he breaks it by December, how wouldn't that be that this guy is an amazing player?
I'm amazing goal scorer, trash footballer. That's fair. Fire Z. Players generally from the 90s, 2000s, early 2010s are better. No, that makes no sense, bro. You always, bro. If Ansu Fati and Felix develop and so forth, if Felix leaves that tyrant, he's going to be a baller. And fires at Z. Mbappe and Haaland can't be the next two best. I'll say this again. Don't put Mbappe and Haaland in the same sentence. Haaland is a bulldozing goal scorer. Mbappe is called the prodigy.
There's
a guy called the prodigy, and there's a guy that's just there to score goals.
Has Haaland ever missed a?
Has Haaland scored in the World Cup final? Has he scored in the World Cup final? No. Hold on. Okay, fair. I'll do you one better. What was Haaland doing at 17? What? Huh?
He was at Molde actually under Oli.
Oh, okay. Now what was Mbappe doing at 17? Oh, he was in the UCL, scoring in every knockout game for Little Monaco.
So what's he done in the last 5 years?
Thank you. Don't put Mbappe and Haaland in the same sentence. That is disrespectful. Thank you. Fire this Z. Soon there will be no standards player in the world. That's a bit unfair, man. Pan Philip, never seen Haaland complete a nutmeg. Hard to say it, and he never will. That's not his game.
Because the ball was in the back of the net.
What was it called? Ricardo, thoughts on Haaland? Ricardo, thoughts on Haaland, man?
Well, what's the question? Just an overall thought?
So no. Basically, Haaland in context of his goal scoring, but specifically the game against United on Sunday. Do you see him bagging a brace, a three-piece? And also as well, Ricardo, you're from South America. You're from the land of the Techniques and the Salinis. Is this a bad statement? Haaland is a garbage footballer, an amazing goal scorer. Is there anything wrong with that statement?
Garbage footballer. I think that's a bit of a stretch.
Okay, stretch, but it's not crazy. But you see where I'm coming from.
I see where you're coming from, but it's a little.
Thank you. See, I told you guys. Look at me. All right,
no, but it's still a little crazy. Like goal scoring wise, who's better? Maybe only Lewandowski right now. Probably, if you could even argue he is the best right now, and in terms of putting the ball in the back of the net. In terms of technical quality, like I would have to list some things that he's good off the top of my head. Obviously, his finishing ability.
Off the ball runs, movements,
ball,
quality.
Bullying off defenders, playing in between center backs. I think his runs in behind like the center backs are actually very good.
Amazing.
His anticipation of the ball and rebounds and stuff like that, really good. Like anything that comes in the realm of inside the 18-yard box, bro. Like I don't see one flaw. Like the headers, the left foot, the right foot, he can show acrobatics. Like there's nothing he can't do in that box. Yeah, I'm sure he's a great penalty taker as well. But outside of that, I mean, he plays a limited role. It's not like he has a free role. So it's like that kind of puts a testament to his abilities overall. I mean, his link-up play has shown a bit. I wouldn't say it's at an incredible level. He's just good at what he does. He's a specialist, and what he does is all he does. Like all he needs, really, because he's a game winner. That's what he is. Like he's there to win you games. Like whether he plays good or plays bad, he's that guy.
It's like he's not going to do nutmegs, rollovers. Like he's not going to entertain you. He's not there to entertain you. He's just there to put the ball inside the fishnet.
Well, he's there to bulldoze. He's a limited
player.
He's there to bulldoze as well.
Yes, he's a bulldozer, and there's nothing wrong with being a bulldozer. Like, why do you people think that I am insulting him or slighting him? This guy is an amazing goal scorer with goal-scoring qualities. But when you look at Henry, you look at Cannibal Suarez, these are far better footballers. And Haaland can never be on the level of those kinds of players. He's just not that good.
Do you know that Haaland is actually like five UCL goals behind Cannibal Suarez?
But what does that What it doesn't mean he's a better footballer, though.
No. What I'm trying to at the end of the day, no. What I'm saying is, as a striker, you measured based on the impact you provide. Let me give you an example. The ski. The ski against Bayern, right? You can have all this build-up play, all this whatnot, flair, good eye test, but if you don't put the ball in the back of the net as a striker, you are useless.
But Smoke. I said it as a striker. I think that this guy could probably surpass. I'm giving him props. I'm just saying that as a footballer, he's trash. He's a trash footballer.
You can't be.
There's nothing wrong with that.
The striker is a footballing position, right? And as a striker, when measuring are you a good footballer, we measure how good of a striker are you. If you're a defender, let me give an example. Let's say for example the fridge, right? The fridge was scoring headers, right? But he couldn't defend. So now, how do you judge him as a footballer? As a defender first, or as a guy who scores those headers? And that's the problem.
Is Giroud not a good striker?
No, but he's there to hold up play. He's a target man. He's a type of striker.
Yeah, so he's a striker.
He's a type of but a target man is a profile of a striker.
He doesn't score a lot of goals, but bro, I mean, he's a proven winner.
Yes, but his job is to lay off and create for the secondary striker.
I get what you're saying. And because he's a striker, by default, he has to be judged based on the goals he scores. The same way a defender, even though he may, like Harry Maguire, he may be shit at defending, but if he scores headers, does that outweigh his defensive ability?
But that's not your primary. No, Ricardo, you're missing my point.
Strikers have a profile.
No, what I'm saying is strikers have a profile. You have a poacher, you have a target man, right? Now, if your profile is a poacher, you need to score goals. For example,
No, that's his role. No, a perfect example is Marcelo. I wouldn't call Marcelo a great defender, but he's an outstanding. Marcelo, to speak, was an outstanding footballer, but not the greatest defender.
Okay. It's contextual based on the team.
Let's use a current example. Let's use Trent, right? Trent is a right back.
I can even do one better. Firmino at Liverpool was seen as the traditional number 9, but like Firmino has never ever been judged on the amount of goals.
He's like a midfielder.
So he's a midfielder playing striker.
Well, but he's
that's why he was never ranked at the top.
But basically, my overall point is that, and the point I'm trying to make is that Haaland as a goal scorer, he's superb. All I'm
As
saying
a
is that
striker, don't say goal scorer. Say as a striker.
Oh,
As
no,
a
yeah,
striker.
as,
The
yeah,
moment
as
you say as a goal scorer, you limit it. No. As a striker.
as a striker, fine. As a striker, is
That
all I'm
means
saying
the
is that
footballer.
it is
The
bad
moment you
for
say as
football.
a striker,
No, but
he's a
basically,
footballer.
Haaland being the face of football, that is not good for football. He can't be good at football.
What is
He
a
has
striker
to
meant to
have
do,
his
though?
pigeonhole and his place.
Well,
So
the,
wait,
the position
okay,
of
I
a
think
striker
we know
has
where-
evolved. The position of a striker has evolved over
Drogba
time.
was the face of football?
What is it?
Would you be happy if Drogba was the face of football?
No. And I'm being real. If Drogba was like the face of football, no, because I know what Drogba is. Drogba was an artist. Thank you so much. Drogba, amazing striker. Amazing striker. And I've always said this. I told you, I'm not a tribal fan. I'm a football fan. Wait, hold up. I've always said this. Henry was the better player. Henry was a better all-round footballer. Any Chelsea fan that says otherwise, you're a moron. Or you're just a tribalist. But Drogba, for me, was a more clutch striker than Henry. And Drogba, as a striker, based on that role of a striker, was superb. Aris, don't do your eyes. Henry never scored in a final.
Okay,
so let me not slander Henry right now. And it goes to Haaland. Haaland, superb striker. You can't have Haaland as the face of football. Come on, bro. No, that's not good.
We have to look.
He has his
at the
place.
players.
And let him keep his place.
We have to look at the players in their profiles, right? Like Henry going from being a wide player to then being placed up front and centralized. You can look at the skill set that he's developed and then forced into a striker role. But Haaland is a profile striker, not a player I'm going to move you on the wing like Noodle or Nunez or whatever. He is a striker. He's going to be there. That's the profile. So when you want to talk about all the other attributes, I think when you dismiss what he does as a striker and elevate your footballer attributes, that's where we're like, hey, slow down, HH, because you're diminishing one to kind of prop up the other. Now, I would also challenge you. Hey, what Mbappe can do, Haaland can't do. But there's also those abilities, those things that we've pointed out that Haaland can't do.
Which things? Can you list them down? What things can Mbappe do?
But I'm saying to complete the take, add Drogba, great striker, rubbish footballer. Then we can move on.
No. Let me take some debates. Shout out to your boy Fires at Sea. Ask these oil fans how they felt at 8-1 to Middlesbrough.
Let me go first. As a City fan, I was actually heartbroken. It was a dark day. One I'd like to forget. It's the second worst day after the Champions League loss to Chelsea. So,
Ricardo, do you actually know who was managing that Middlesbrough team, by the way?
no, my brain wasn't big enough to compute what was going on.
Yeah, it was the gate actually.
Was it? Well, the more you know, the more you know.
Okay, let's move.
Stick man.
Lad, hashtag FSG out. If Vinny scores in the World Cup final and Brazil win, greater than Mbappe.
You can't just score in the final. You have to play well, man.
Yeah, you have to have a proper final. And also, again, it doesn't matter what he does. Nobody can surpass being 19 and scoring a World Cup final. So Mbappe will always have that.
It's already surpassed because he's got a Champions League and he's got a World Cup already. It's done.
Has he scored as a teenager in a World Cup final?
Wait a minute.
Yes
Who's a better
no?
footballer? Vinicius or Mbappe? Who's a better footballer?
Oh, Vinicius. Let's be obvious.
Vinny, of course, Vinny is. Look, guys, I'm sorry. Haaland is not in Mbappe's class. Haaland has his place. Let's him win a domestic thing. Mbappe's he's a different level. Let's not do this. Mbappe is a whole different level. They're not in the same galaxy. They're not in the same galaxy.
He needs to perform against actually bigger teams.
They're not in the same galaxy. Please, don't disrespect Mbappe. Romelu, look. Oh God. Okay. You know what?
Look at that big piece of chocolate.
Okay. I'm gonna ignore that. I'm gonna ignore what I'm gonna ignore what Ricardo said. I'm gonna ignore this as well. So shout out to Romelu Lukaku.
Did you watch the advert?
What are this? What? No, Ardis, you're breaking up. You're breaking up. Yes. No. Pat, you're breaking the Pat. I can't hear you. Pat, you're breaking up. Pat, you're breaking up. Yes, it's like if Mbappe is the prodigy, then Rashford is the chosen one. Oh God. One day you'll wake up and be able to see the truth. Marcus Ballon d'Or, MBE Rashford. Yes, you know that you can actually save face and just admit that you were wrong about Rashford. You know, it is very easy to do that right now because you're making yourself look extremely foolish pushing for this Marcus Ballon d'Or Rashford trash. Guys, let's now talk about the game right now and then have a little predictions, man. Okay, I'm going to ignore it. Okay, like guys, look. City have already won the league already. You know, you've already won the league. Well done, Pep League and so forth. And also as well, if Chelsea had our targets, we would actually beat you. So you're lucky that we've given you this title because we didn't have our target. If we had our targets, we would beat your ass. So that didn't happen. So well done for winning yet another domestic league title. How many UCLs? How many UCLs do you guys have? How many UCLs? Oh, I'm sorry. You've spent 3 trillion with 0 UCLs. Oh, I thought Pep was amazing. Oh, Kevin De Bruyne. How many UCLs does Kevin De Bruyne have?
0.
Oh, he's this amazing world-class player. 0 UCLs. Oh, what did he do in the freaking UCL final? He ran into Rudiger's shoulder and dropped a freaking disaster class. So don't talk to me about that freaking industry plant. Now, I digress. So, going back to this game and so forth, the Manchester Derby with a team that have 0 UCLs and lost to a Tommy Tuchel team where Havertz and Mount, said what's up. United have a chance. They have an opportunity. How much faith do I have in Bruno Fernandes as it falls down against Man City? Not too much faith. Not too much faith. I do feel that City with Haaland, they're a problem. They're a problem. And as good as that defensive pairing has looked like, Martinez and Varane, Haaland is going to get that ass. Haaland is going to GTA. Haaland is going to GTA. He's going to get that ass in that defense. And it will be a good game. United will have a few punches. Over the 90 minutes, I just think City will just have too much quality. So, RDS, if you were Ten Hag, how do you create a plan to beat these oil money merchants who have 0 UCLs and have only made 1 UCL final after spending 500 trillion of blood money?
Obviously, I can't. You got to respect your opponents at the end of the day. This is a Manchester side that's won. Is it 3 or 4 out of the last 5 Premier League titles? Pep Guardiola is a fantastic manager. And they'll be going into this game thinking that they can win. I said Citizen, there you go. They'll be going into this game thinking that they can get one over on their, I wouldn't say that they're rivals because Liverpool really United's rivals. City are kind of like the come-up team. But at the end of the day, like, Pep Guardiola is going to something that, we are the favorites, but there's no reason why we shouldn't win this game. United side that is still very much in transition. And the team that's still very much incomplete.
Still in transition? How long have we been in transition for?
For quite some time. I
think for like 6 years now in transition.
Like and expectation.
No wonder why you went on loan.
It's difficult, So what
I'd go on loan as well, man.
If there's any advantage,
for like 6 years.
Is what
No, I didn't say that. I didn't.
You sure? Anything. You sure? Because I heard something about Chelsea.
Sorry, continue.
Yeah, and then Lukaku videos.
So you're in transition and so forth.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. So you at the end, United have got a new manager, and they're still trying to build their team. And in that sense, that is there much pressure on Manchester United to go to the Etihad away to win this game? No, not particularly. The pressure is on Manchester City, not on Manchester United fundamentally.
Ooh, okay.
That is what it is. City obviously are chasing Arsenal FC. There's no way they can afford to,
Okay, Artist, can I just quickly stop you there and so forth?
Yes, okay.
Are you taking Arsenal seriously as potential Premier League winners?
I think if Arsenal... Actually, can you get the Premier League table up? It'll be
sure, of course, man.
Let's have a look.
Let's have a look because you keep on mentioning Arsenal and I do mean it with all this disrespect. I don't think anybody is looking at Arsenal as title challengers. I think the main thing is Tottenham and if Chelsea can get their targets. So let's pull this up because Arsenal, their main aim is top 4. I don't think their aim is to win any title, bro.
Okay, so Arsenal, so 7 games in, they've got 18 points. It's the London derby this weekend, isn't it? If I'm correct.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Saturday.
17 points. Spurs, 17. Oh, so Spurs are actually 1 point away from top as well. United 12 points, 6 games. Also, there's a game in hand because I think was it Palace? I think got delayed, and then Chelsea was 6. You know, so so basically looking at this situation, right? Okay, you know,
there's a Tuchel tax there, but continue.
No, but I mean, like City. Okay, if Arsenal somehow beat Spurs, I think they're playing at the Emirates as well, so advantage for Arsenal. You know, we're in a scenario where Arsenal potentially will now
be over 38 games. Arsenal are not in this freaking conversation.
I know. I'm just saying it's all about all these things are all about building momentum, building in pressure. I mean, certainly, for example, if you looking at this table, if Arsenal win and they get to 21 points and Chelsea lose, they'll be 11 points behind.
What does this have to do with Chelsea? This guy.
Hold on, no. Hold on, wait. Hold on. Let me deal with him. First of all, no. I know. Funny, ha. First of all, we are playing Palace at the crib. We're playing Palace at the crib.
Yeah.
So
we'll beat Palace.
I didn't say we will beat Palace, so don't put that there. All I'm saying is that we should. Alright, can I just focus on City and United, please? Chelsea's not in this conversation. Let's focus on City and United.
I know you're not. No, you're not. I'm just saying that it's not possible after eight games for Arsenal to be 11 points clear.
Can you just? This is City, so City and United. So you're saying?
Yeah. Sorry. I just apologize. I don't listen to United City thing, but you know, it's like it's late. It's jokes, you know, that type of thing, you know. So anyway,
it's away. Is it away?
What?
Chelsea against Palace.
Yeah, the Crystal Palace. Yeah, it's Selhurst Park.
No. Come on, guys. Don't every City fans know Chelsea are beating Crystal Palace away. That's happening. There's no way that I'm going to be seeing Arsenal FC being 11 points clear of Chelsea after 8 games. And Chelsea being in 9th place.
After spending money on Cucurella, Fofana.
Wait, no, hold up. No. Artists, City, this is about City and United. Focus.
So you said they were away. You brought it back in. So, okay, let's focus. So all that in mind, like the pressure is, like I said, is going to be on Manchester City in this game. The only really way I see that United are going to get something from this game is one, acknowledging that. Okay, so they don't put the pressure on themselves. The defense, obviously, so because the partnership between Varane and Martinez has been solid. You know, our fullbacks actually are improving slowly but surely. I'm not saying that Dalot and Malacia can be compared to City's fullbacks, but they've been performing, at least in recent games, a lot better than, say, Luke Shaw and Wan-Bissaka did. You know, so there seems to be the positive thing about the five is that no one's saying that they're perfect, but the chemistry with the back five has been a lot better in the last couple of games.
Without the fridge
for a while, without the fridge, because you know it's night and day. I mean, come on, guys. We saw Maguire play for England. You know, we literally saw like you. So it's
but we know the whole Maguire thing. Is it a confidence thing, or is he just trash?
I think,
or is it both?
I think it's both. I think there's, but the thing is, it's just like the thing that annoys about Maguire, right? Is that it's the lack of like humility. It's like there's some like for example, when De Gea conceded those goals against Brentford, he came out and was like, "Listen, it's on me. I take the rap. I made the mistake."
The lack of humility. That's why I can't feel sorry for him. That's why I can't feel sorry for him. Yeah,
I respect that. But with Maguire, it's like I'm amazing. I know as a footballer you have to have a certain level of confidence, but sometimes like it is, you still want to be like you still want to play. If they made a mistake, whoever they play for, to be like, listen, I took an L. I'm gonna go back on the training field and like work on my game, and you give them a pat on the back, as opposed to being like, I'm gonna put my fingers in my ears and celebrate a header against Albania. you know what I mean? You know
that was wild. That was wild, man.
You can't underestimate. I'm not saying we're going to win. You can't underestimate the lack of Maguire not being in the centre back situation at Manchester United. Like that is going to be huge in terms of the confidence that the fullback five is going to have. as far as the midfield goes, I do think that if he's going to play Casemiro and McTominay in the midfield, that is going to give the midfield a lot more stability. I don't think we'll be overrun as we would be had it been McTominay or Fred, or just McTominay playing solo as well. The real issue for me in tonight is, are United going to be able to create enough chances to cause City problems? And therefore, if there's going to be any pressure, the pressure is probably going to come from Christian Eriksen. How well is because Christian Eriksen is arguably Manchester United's best player, and
he's no. Eriksen, the Eriksen comeback story has been money, bro.
And arguably, you can make it say it's probably been the best signing of the window in terms if you combine value.
But he's not better than Pogba. Let's just relax. He's been very good for United.
No,
he can't lace Pogba's boots.
This transfer window in terms of when you combine value for money, i.e., he was free, and impact. Eriksen is up there, So if Eriksen is able to create enough to create via support from probably the fullbacks like Malacia, Dallo, etc., you're just relying on the attackers for Anthony, for Sancho and Bruno to do something. That's it. But all that said, United are still going as underdogs. So I like a draw, but I'd expect probably a 2-1 win to Manchester City. But we'll see what happens.
So Patrick, how badly are you going to beat the crap out of United on Sunday?
They
do have Sabah.
You didn't. The other time when I was talking to that other United fan, he didn't let me finish because when I was watching the tactical analysis, both games there was issues, and I saw these issues. This guy De Gea cannot build from the back, but Ten Hag wants him to build from the back. And if you watch the Arsenal games, those few times where Arsenal could have killed them by pressing and De Gea passing it to an Arsenal player. And the same thing even happened with Liverpool. But Milner, as I said in the build-up, was the issue because he was being bypassed by Bruno so easy. So you have to remember this, right? They're going to be getting pressed by De Bruyne, Foden, who's very good at pressing, and don't for even Grealish, even though he's not that great, and Rodri is good at winning the balls up top. So
why didn't all that pressing win you the UCL? Sorry. I know, pardon. I'm sorry. No, sleep like it's like a reflex. Sorry, continue. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Do you know what the caveat is, though? Actually, I'm just gonna tell you this. I said it like a jinx. I told some Chelsea fan, I was like, this UCL won by Tuchel is gonna get him sacked, and the guy's like, you're just being a hater.
That's true. That's true. He did say that.
I was like, Patrick. That's true. Say, no, Patrick. Say all you want. We still. The UCL exists. You can never erase that. We still punked you when you should have won. I'm sorry.
I know. But
spending 10 times more. I know.
That UCL lost Tuchel his wife at this job. So let's leave it there. Anyway, we're gonna move on.
No. I think no. That's a good trade-off, bro. A UCL trophy and I lose a wife who would have taken half anyway. And also, there's always a better check out there. And
she took the tactical book. She took the tactics book.
Bro, you can buy a new one, and also there's always a better wife. So continue.
Okay. What I'm saying is, De Gea is trying to build from the back. I want you to watch the games again, but the thing is, Liverpool were not sharp, and Milner was the weak point. That's when they brought Firmino, and the game was better. What I'm trying to say is, I just feel like unless Ten Hag tells De Gea to build from the back, but when they give them the ball, I think that's where the blunders will be. Because as much as Man United are good at pressing City, and that's how they've won with Rashford. It used to be Lingard, isn't it? Jesse Lingard, Rashford, and Martial. They used to be brilliant and amazing at pressing City. I just feel like this game is going to be won by that too, because don't forget, Ederson is comfortable with the passes. But let's go the other side if they get the ball. As soon as that mistake is given to Rodri or De Bruyne in midfield, De Gea gives it to De Bruyne, straight a pass to Haaland, it's a goal. So I have a feeling that regardless that United have slapped us 3 times out of the 4 times they visited the Etihad under Pep, I feel like this is not the time, I think, for them. That's why I said I have a feeling because with the team is fit, Walker is back, and Akanji, how fast he is, even though people were saying he's going to be a bum, the speed he can catch players at, with Diaz back fit, with Cancelo back to his best, Rodri back to his best, rested. I just have a feeling that if United beat this City team, we have to give Ten Hag props because this is a City team that's not broken right now. It's actually firing.
No. For me, that's why. For me, it will be a bigger deal if United win. If City win, why? If United beats City, that's a huge.
It can motivate them for the whole season. They can be
for sure. Now, not to win the league, but if United were to beat City, then then I'm very fearful for my legitimate UCL.
Yeah, but
winners.
so looking at that HH, as I said, the gear is gonna build from the back. I've been seeing recently they've been getting away with it.
So
but I
basically,
was
he's
like,
making a mistake. You said that he's going to make a mistake.
he has been making the mistakes, and I say people haven't been clinical. Even against Southampton, he was given the ball to Southampton players, and they were being pressed, and he couldn't pass. I know. De Gea is just being kept there because he's been there for a while. But RDS can agree with me. Very soon, De Gea is going to be gone as a keeper because he wants a keeper who can build. So if they do that, okay. But also, if they start kicking it up top, unless he's not even very accurate, he'll be just giving the ball to us. So we'll see how it goes. It's going to be interesting. But I have the confidence because of the team, HH, that I think we're going to beat them 4-1.
Hey! Oh, damn. Okay, before I come to Boy Smoke, shout out to your boy David T, who says Chelsea will win the quad next season.
These are facts, by the way.
Why not this season?
Okay, so obviously you're trying to reverse jinx and so forth. Shout out to you, David T.
Why not this season?
That's not going to work. Well, if we get particular players, then yes.
Actually, are Chelsea
possible.
Playing City in the EFL Cup, is it?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, it's City versus Chelsea.
Smoke thoughts, on this so-called derby on Sunday, man.
I'm sorry to be the pessimist, right?
Oh.
But first things first, right? We must first understand that Ten Hag is a Pep disciple, right? And Ten Hag's greatest achievement is winning the Eredivisie, which is similar to winning a one horse race.
Wait, hold up. Wouldn't his greatest achievement be reaching the UCL semis? Bottling, yes, but reaching the UCL semis with pretty young or non-players. I think that would be a great achievement than winning the Eredivisie.
That was some of the best players of their generation for Ajax, right? And we saw how they all got swooped, and they've never been the same. And so it's more of the players got him over the line, because we saw against Tottenham when he had to actually coach, he couldn't do it. And to lose against Harry Kane's team is not really a great achievement, is it? Right.
Didn't that Harry Kane team beat Manchester City in the quarterfinal?
In that same season. In that
same season. It's just weird.
Like didn't Son score like in both legs?
Lost.
No.
Wasn't the same season that he got to 98 points? Okay.
VAR the Lorente handball goal, which they took it. That time we were fighting, we were in court with UEFA. Right. So
That's the worst excuse of it. That's the bad excuse.
You can't like there's no excuse for that game. There's zero excuse.
We're having legal battles with UEFA, and they had VAR. So
I don't give a damn. There's no excuse for allowing your rent to knock you out.
Penalty. That's really it. Really.
Come again.
Aguero missed the penalty in the game.
Yeah, man, that guy, Aguero, he's a camp legend. But the things is that
respect your legend. So basically, Smoke, you're smoking on that United Park on Sunday, basically 5-0, 6-6-1, 7-2
on the United Park for I don't know how many years now. Forget Sunday, right? Sunday is just a continuation. It's just we're gonna just clean our vape and add some more flavor to it. What I'm saying is that United fans are becoming like Arsenal fans, right? Who they go on a small run, then they become delusional. That's why I feel as if Maguire represents the current state of the United fans, right? Lots of delusion, whereby you know, like that guy who was popular in high school, right?
Yes.
He had girls and stuff, and then now he's fat now, married to fat chick as well. And all he does is talk about the stories of back in the days. You know, like guys, and he always calls friends over for drinks. Just to talk about
saying this is United.
That's United at the moment, right?
This guy is the most disrespectful guy.
Don't smoke. Can I just clarify something?
This guy, don't smoke. They'll clip you. They're gonna clip you.
You said that obviously the only thing that Ten Hag has won is just Eredivisie trophies, and what's that? The only thing I just find a bit difficult to understand is that when Ollie came to the Premier League, the only thing he'd won were like trophies in Norway. that meant nothing, and yet still, no, let me finish. Yeah, but still somehow he managed to slap like Pep in the league like three times.
Yes,
and
so now I'm about to go there. Wait,
it's just that he was the Norwegian manager. He just won.
Let me go there.
It's just weird.
You're jumping the gun, RDS. What I'm gonna say is this.
Yeah,
so now the thing is, right? Whenever United played us at the Etihad, it was always a time whereby we've got the league secured. If what's the date? It was always at the back end of the season, whereby we have nothing to play for. All we're waiting for is just the Champions League, right?
Also, we give them the win. Is that what you're trying to say? We give them the win.
Yes, it's like okay. Basically, Pep kept all in the job the same way he done to the Took, right? So
okay. Wait, no. Don't you dare do that about Tuchel. Tuchel beat you fair and square. That UCL final beat you fair and square. That is Pep's biggest loss, and I will keep on bringing that LEP disaster class forever and ever. But smoke real quick. Give me a score. Give me a score for Sunday because I want to come to this bomb in real
minimum 4-1. We're gonna concede, but Haaland will score a brace. Foden will score just so we can say he's one of our own. He's gonna
Jack will score. Jack is also gonna score.
Right, and Jack will score for the haters.
Okay. Sorry, real quick. If United do beat City, what will you say? If Ten Hag, based on your disrespect to United and so forth, calling them losers, and
I'll come on and say that Ten Hag is more than the Eredivisie merchant.
No.
That's not enough.
That's a little bit more than that, Don. There'll be a little bit more than that. That'll be said. So,
wait, hold on. Ricardo, how does this game go, bro?
Well, they're playing at the Etihad. One thing I always felt about the international break is that they always break rhythm. I've seen this with Barcelona. I've seen this with a lot of teams. Man United were they were in good form before the international break. They were playing really well. How will they respond after that break? I think it's going to pull them back a little bit. I do think City will win, though. The score, I'm sorry, RDS, but I think City's going to win 3-0. I don't.
God damn.
I don't see. Maybe they might get a goal, but honestly, I think, and I don't even think it's going to be necessarily like a dominant, a beatdown. It's not going to be reflective of what the scoreboard means.
Because City will just be clinical, pretty
It'll
much.
be clinical. Like I think United will have their moments. They'll have periods of the game where they're trying to attack. Nothing's really going to work out because Rashford's out, and I think Anthony Martial's out too, right? So
he's been out for a while now, yeah. So I don't even count Martial at this point.
So you're left with Ronaldo, Anthony.
Who's going to be on the bench?
Alanga.
Ronaldo's on the bench. Your boss is starting on the bench.
So who's playing up front?
Bruno nine.
And this is the false nine, probably.
Well, I mean, there you go.
No. City have no business losing this game.
They have
no, and I will clown Pep if he loses this game.
But then again, it's like, is it really crazy if United get goose egg? Like, I really don't think so because I don't see where their goals are going to come from.
Underdogs in the Arsenal game and Liverpool game, they're underdogs.
Actually, to be honest, you could say underdog, but Arsenal didn't play anyone of relevance, and the first time they played someone of relevance, they lost. So it's
that's the same argument with City though. They've spanked Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest 6 and 4-0.
Mm-hmm.
What top 10 team?
Well, the difference is that City isn't Arsenal. That's the difference.
Thank you.
So I think
and also like Liverpool. I know it's Liverpool, but it's Liverpool.
On top of that, Man City are gonna up their game too because it is a derby. Haaland's gonna want to get on there. He said it himself that he wants to score against United. So I see a 2-piece by Haaland, 2 tap-ins, might say. Who else scores at third? I'm thinking I'm thinking like I think like a Bernardo Silva. I think a Bernardo Silva.
This guy said two tap-ins.
If
Two
United,
tap-ins,
if
man.
United,
There's nothing wrong with the tapping, man. I mean, we know he can score from long range, but
Bro, out of his 12 goals, or was it 13 goals? Like, bro, like at least 10 of them have been tapping so far. Let's be
yeah,
honest.
look, closely. Haaland ends dribbling past 2 or 3 guys and putting
It's
it in the
okay.
top
It's
corner.
okay. At the end of the day,
he ain't doing that.
One of the
At
games
the end of the day,
Haaland has never dribbled past 2 players and put it in the top corner. He's never scored that kind of goal.
Patrick, at the
Never.
end of the
Like, he doesn't
day-
have that in his locker.
at the end of
So
the day, Haaland's just there to put the ball in the back of the net by
Yes.
any means. So that's
no,
his
because
job.
let's be serious. Haaland is there to tap down his way to what I think could be a goal scoring record.
Yeah.
He's not here to score amazing goals. He's not here to chip the
I would
keeper,
like
score free kicks.
United.
No.
I would like United to make it a
Okay.
competitive game, but I just don't see with the personnel they have.
the only
how
thing
that's going
I'll
to
say is
happen.
that like when people write United off, United tend to do well. This is.
Oh, what are you
That's
saying? Are you saying there's going to be a
I'm not
surprise?
doing-
I'm not saying it's going to
Should
be
be
a
a cracking
surprise.
game
I'm just saying that.
No,
like,
HH, I have a question
Pep
for you,
Guardiola
HH.
would be a fool to underestimate Manchester United going into this game. He needs to know that he needs to destroy Manchester United.
I think he'll take you seriously. I think the team is going
HH,
to
I
take
have
you
a question
seriously.
to ask.
Yeah, Smoke, what do you say? You got a question?
Okay, which would you prefer, right? To be the guy who goes to a club, right?
Mhm.
Talks up a chick the whole night, right? And then at the end have doubts if she's gonna leave with you, or you the guy who waits at the door, right? If some guy has already done all your work, right? All you have to do is just make sure.
Stalker attacks.
all you have to
Well, so no. Look, hashtag me too. I don't want to get done for creeping and so forth and everything, man. You know, we're hearing what happened with that. That guy, is it Adam Levine from Maroon 5? So, you know, I don't want to be, you know, DMing
that's
Instagram models shit.
She knows apparently, anyways.
I'm saying, for me, that's what I hear when you're like, no, a striker must do all his dribble, or you can just position yourself correctly.
No.
You have
Because I think you missed the point of making
Lingard.
Haaland. I am complimenting him on his goal scoring. All I'm saying is that he ain't dribbling past anybody because he doesn't have that ability. He doesn't have the capacity or the skill sets to dribble past 2-3 guys.
Hold on. Bulldozing isn't dribbling, by the way.
but guys, you hear what I slighted him. We can criticize and compliment. Amazing goal scorer.
bro.
He ain't dribbling nobody, bro.
You don't have to dick right
Because he simply doesn't have that in his ability. He can't. He doesn't have it. He
Can I
cannot do
ask
it.
one thing though? What if Alvarez is played in this also? Because he played with Haaland, Alvarez, and Foden. What if Alvarez joins this party? How are they gonna stop both?
I want him to join that party.
Bro, I'm not saying that, bro. Who is saying that
I'm
United
just
can
asking.
win?
No. I'm asking just for neutral now. No. I'm saying what if Alvarez comes in? Is Varane and Martinez going to handle Alvarez and Haaland?
I don't know how they handle Alvarez and Haaland, specifically because they are such 2 different kinds of players. I don't know how they handle both. And see, thank you. See, Alvarez is a great. This is why it's so good they have both of them. Now, Alvarez is a guy who he will dribble past guys. He does pass the eye test. He is nice on the ball, and I do feel like he's going to be pretty nice come the World Cup for Argentina. But I say again for Haaland, I say again, he's a bulldozer. That's what he is.
Don't let Lisandro Martinez pocket Haaland. Carlos, I'm gonna have a lot to say about Haaland.
Didn't he already do that?
Bro,
Didn't
he isn't
already do
focusing on
that?
Haaland.
He-
Like
he's done that before,
Ricardo,
hasn't
let's be real. Lisandro Martinez is not going to be able to hold Haaland for 90 minutes.
Just relax.
No, and if he does, bro, if you allow that Argentina hobbits to pocket this great, amazing striker, that's supposed to be the next big thing.
Argentine hobbits turn out to be pretty good, man.
This is a fact. Vator, talk to me. What happens in this game, man? RDS is coming. RDS says United get the 3-0 dub.
I didn't say that.
So what are you saying? So RDS says that 3-0. I think he says what do you say? He said 2 pits from Sancho.
He
That's what
said
RDS
7-0.
Oh, and
7-0.
No. He
He
said 3-0. They're going to turn you over at the Etihad.
Chelsea
RDS, can you let Vator speak, please? RDS, Vator has the mic. Vator does have the mic.
think-
Very rude. Vator, can you please speak?
I heard RDS a little earlier, and
Oh.
I mean he was on point. He was on point. All the pressure's on City. There's absolutely none on United. United is at a level where you wouldn't have much expectation. I think the fans themselves just want them to, how City fans were back in the day. They just want this to be a calm game. Let's not get embarrassed. We know that we're going into the Etihad. It's an away. Let's just be pragmatic. And Ten Hag has shown to be that pragmatic manager. He's definitely going to be risk adverse. Am I seeing anything other than a win from City as of now? I'm not. I respect United, but I don't see them being able to stop us. And I heard Ricardo talking about the international break. International break came at a terrible time. I didn't want it to happen at all. I wanted us to continue going because the more games, KDB.
Veto, stop it. When the international break came now and so forth, you're still breastfeeding this league. So there's nothing that can stop
and United
City
are
and
two
so
different
forth.
things. This is a derby, and you got to understand that there's a hatred between the red and the blue. There is no, it's not a so. Energy's different in a derby. All right. Maybe even the ref might hold that whistle and not blow on some of those fouls.
Did you guys see Manchester City's post?
Wait, what did they say?
They put a team pick in front of the EPL already. Like they know they're gonna win it. This is with the new kit.
Yeah,
so
they did earlier on.
They already gave them the trophy. Like this league is done. Even Haaland's in the picture, so you know this is
no. Look, it's called the Pepe League. It's called the Pepe Invitational. So, Veto, how many goals are you going to beat these guys by, and how bad is the beating going to be, and how many goals is Haaland going to score? We know he ain't going to dribble anyone. So, is he going to tap in from 5 yards, 10 yards, or 12 yards?
You know what? I think Ricardo said this. Like Haaland scored some goals even his mom or grandma could have scored. I'm never one to bring up another man's mom or grandma.
No, I never said that. I'm just saying.
No, I think he did, Ricardo. I think he did.
No, I said if you look at 10 of his 13 goals, they have been.
I do remember you saying that any grandma can score that. So no, Vic, you're right. Ricardo did say that. So continue.
No. Oh yeah. Okay. City have won. Sorry, Michael Oliver's refereeing the game. City have won the game. I'm done. City have won the game.
No, come on. Yeah. Don't bring ref tax into it.
Wow. There's ref tax. Michael Oliver hates Manchester United.
He hates City too.
He's the one ref that hates United. Come on.
Wait, guys. Did you see that map, that ref map? I think it was Abdallah who basically said it to me. Literally, 90% of referees are from Manchester. Or rather from the north. There is not a single referee that comes from London. So should Chelsea's titles count? Hold up. Should Chelsea's titles count as 2 since they're not London refs? Should Chelsea's league titles count as 2? And should there be a tax on United and City's titles since most of the referees are from Manchester?
The guy who ref the final for Chelsea versus Man City hates Pep. Him and Pep had beef. So should we count that?
There is not a single London ref. So our titles count as 2, potentially 3. Veto, continue.
Okay, that UCL belongs to us, half of it. Because
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Veto, how many goals is the bricklayer Haaland going to score?
Oh man, he's shown that he scores at will. He scores when he wants. How many? Shout out to Don Smoke. I mean, United, whenever an animal is cornered, right? Mm-hmm. That's when they're most dangerous. And United, even though they've been Al Bundy the last few years, shout out to all of you that know Married with Children, Al Bundy, Pokai, look it up. But even though United has been Al Bundy for the past few years, I still got to respect them. I think Haaland scores 2 and Pep pulls him off before he goes for a hat trick. I think Haaland scores.
Oh no, come on! He wouldn't stop him getting a.
No, I think he does. I think he does
in the derby.
He's done it before twice.
Yeah, Pep's been doing something with Haaland. He's keeping him hungry. You know what I mean? He's letting Haaland get a taste, and then no, that's enough. He's keeping that hunger there. Haaland salivates before matches. If you watch him, the man, you know that meme. You know that meme when Ronaldinho is licking his lips and rubbing his hands before a match. Haaland is like that, and he's going to be like that for this United.
Okay, so guys, just very briefly, I know that this is the Manchester preview, but I don't give it down. No, wait, hold on, no. This is very important. It's very important. How, and this is to the panel and to the street, so I need some help here. How worried should I be about Chelsea this season?
Can you click Chelsea's next fixture? Can we start there? Who is Chelsea playing? That's. I think that's key.
H.H., you're saying how worried? How worried are you now?
Wait a minute.
If it was a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say I'm on a 6.79.
H.H., can you go back? I thought Porter won his first game. Didn't he win his first game?
No, he drew against Salzburg.
What's the name of the team?
South.
So go back to the table.
So basically, Palace away, Milan at the crib, Wolves at the crib, Milan away, Villa away, Brentford away, then end towards the end of, and then you have United at the crib, Salzburg away.
So how confident? I guess the key is how confident you're going to beat Milan home and away.
Can we first deal with domestic matters first
You're
before we
playing
talk about the UCL?
No,
because my thing here is like it's only 6 games. 6 games, it's nothing. And what? 10 points, 8 points. That's nothing. Really, it's really 5 points because we have a game in hand.
Can I say something positive, HH, about Chelsea?
Yes, sir, Patrick.
Can I say something positive? Okay, I'll say something positive and a bit of negativity. The thing about Chelsea is, regardless throughout the years when people have bantered Chelsea, and I'm going to say this to a lot of Arsenal fans, Man United fans, I'm going to say this to Spurs fans. Every time Spurs, Arsenal, United, they're always looking great. Everybody banters Chelsea because Chelsea always start as if they're going to look bad, except last season. But Chelsea always end up the team that comes in third or in top 4 without a sweat. For the past years, just look at it. They've been in the UCL multiple times more than some of these teams. Even when Liverpool were struggling and made it out of we're not in the UCL, Chelsea made it. There's only one time when Chelsea was peak number 12, and that was the only time. But you guys always make it there. But what I want to say as a negative thing is I'm going back to my list, the list of conceded goals. I'm going to ask this to RDS because RDS is one of my friends who answers questions very well. RDS, how can you invest on a defense and still not be even at the bottom where City and Brighton are on goals conceded?
Because
you conceded goals.
So HH, you're speaking to me specifically.
I'm speaking to RDS.
Yeah.
RDS, how can you go and buy every defender that's alive in the world right now?
RDS, let me tell you the answer.
No, it's okay. I'm Patrick.
No, RDS, let me tell you the answer so you can.
Because he was asking.
Wait. Are you RDS? HH, have you changed?
I am sometimes. I am. I've got split personality syndrome.
Okay,
so.
RDS, how can you go and buy every defender in the world and go buy and even go and sabotage a left back that doesn't even suit your system and pay all that money for Fofana, them man, Koulibaly, who said he's a security guard? He told us that on his Twitter page and Instagram that I'm a security guard for Chelsea and still concede 13 to 14 goals.
My personal opinion is that it's the same logic as to how you would pay £100 million for a striker.
97.5.
Score 10.
97.5.
10 goals compared.
Grealish was 100 mil. Grealish cost more. Grealish was 100 mil. 97.
So really,
but no. Do you know what I find so funny? No one is saying anything about Grealish, who literally cost more. Lukaku was 97. What the hell did Grealish do? He did not contribute at all. He's made no contribution for 100 mil.
Yeah.
97.5, and also for that 97.5, wait, who won enter their league title after almost a decade? Who?
Thank you. About Kepa, do you want to talk about Havertz and Word and all those bum signings?
Or did you see the goal that Havertz scored against England? Thank you very much. I think, did he score a brace? Oh, yeah.
Where was he against Salzburg, though?
Guys, look, basically, what I'm saying here is...
I have a question. You skipped me.
Yeah, sure.
Can you show the table again? I have a serious question.
All right. Let's.
You want to check the gap between top and Chelsea? Oh my God.
It's not even there.
Look, we have a game in hand. We have a game in hand. So really, it's really because when we win our game in hand, that's a 5 points gap.
Like Chelsea can forget the season. You might do well. You might get a Di Matteo 3.0 to win the Champions League as you always do. But as for the league, forget it. RDS.
Wait. Sorry. Before you speak. How do United have a better goal difference than Chelsea, despite holding 4 to Brentford? I don't understand that.
Because Chelsea have been leaking in goals. Because Chelsea
wait, hold up, Ardis. Wait, no. Ardis, here's the thing though. Ardis, when last? Okay, I know, Ardis, but okay, hold up. When last did we judge a game after 6? When last did we judge a season after 6 games?
I'm just.
But what you're saying, it's irrelevant because only 6 games have passed. Because will you still be laughing when 38 games go and we now see what the goal difference and the positions look like? You can't judge anything after six games.
I have a question.
It's just this context because unlike United, you spend 100 million plus on defense, and despite United holding 6 goals in their first 2 games,
you're still in negative goal difference compared to
after 6
That's
games.
what I don't quite understand. But so
After 6 games, not 38 games. It's after 6 games.
Go on.
Can you do me a
Wait,
favor
hold on,
before
smoke.
Go at the bottom and see what Leicester has. My God, Leicester, Jesus Christ, Leicester. Just don't smoke. Look at Leicester. Look at the goal.
Wow.
God damn.
Have they conceded 20? No, 22.
They've considered 22 goals.
How?
I just said
7
it at the
games.
beginning. Down the list at 22.
In
Strip a
7
game.
games.
Yeah.
HH, okay.
No,
Can
come
you
on.
go back to the-
No, that can't be right, man.
I said
22
it at the
in
beginning
7
of the
games?
stream. Yeah, 22.
HH, can you go back to the top?
Jesus,
Right.
wept.
Wait, HH and RDS. Is it
Well, you
true
did
that
the finals.
22.
Wait,
HH, the
RDS,
number 1 on the list, 22 goals.
Wait, yeah, spoke what he said.
Yeah, go on.
is it true that Haaland has more goals than Chelsea, the whole Chelsea team, and the whole United team?
How many goals does Haaland have?
11.
As in the Premier League?
Yes.
Haaland has 11 goals in the Premier League.
But see, no, Smoke. See, this is what you and Pat don't understand. There is nothing you can say against Chelsea because I'll always have that UCL to hold over you. So anything you say against me, I have the best response. We beat you. We prevented you from winning the trophy you most desire. So clown and say everything. I can always say that we beat you and stopped you from winning the trophy that you most desire. Every single kobo you've spent was to try to win the UCL, and we stopped you.
I
stopped you.
I can actually give a better answer. Like the thing is, we have something on Smoke is that when you play teams like Forest and Bournemouth, you can stat pad.
But you guys played Leicester, but
no. It's like see, that's what I'm saying. Like you played Forest and Bournemouth.
It's not really the same.
But HH,
when
United played Leicester
play against Forest and
only scored 1 goal.
We can have a conversation.
But
they
United
also
played
no. I know. Look, see, I still think City will win, but let's just be real with the context. United played Liverpool and Arsenal
and Leicester.
Cool, that's Leicester. But you've also played Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest as well.
You scored 6
two teams that recently got promoted. I still think City. I believe City will beat United. All I'm saying is that give United kudos. Why? Do you know why Sunday is so good? Sunday will truly see how good this United defense truly is. We can still give them credit, but we'll not see, okay, because if come Sunday, United win, they keep a clean sheet, oh my God.
Be something else.
Like, no. Like, you have to take it, say, okay, that's a dub. If they beat you at the Etihad and keep a clean sheet, they're going to give you a dub. Like, and but put it this way, if United win, let's say 2-1, 3-2, if United win, is it shocking? Would you be shocked? I don't think it's that much of a shock. Now, I'll be a bit surprised because I think City are just overall stronger and you're playing a team in transition. But again, derby tax. Manchester derby tax, everyone lives their
Can I say one thing though?
I just got to send a video. Shout out to, I think it's
that video, it's getting played, so I don't know what you're
can't
doing.
Get played, so you get copyright strike. But just to say that, like, Lisandro Martinez has played against Haaland before, Ajax against Dortmund, and he basically destroyed Haaland. He pocketed it.
Yeah.
Well, we shall see. Look, bro. Let's.
For those saying like they've never played against each other, like they have.
No, they have. Everybody
No,
knows
and also no. Do you know why this is beautiful? Again, let me be real. Haaland, amazing goal scorer, and so forth. Let's agree that this is going to be the best kind of defense he's gone up against. Yes, we agree. So far this season, this will be the best defense he'll go up against in terms of how well the defense is playing. Yes.
Yeah, you can say that based on the two. But can I say something about this? Yeah. Can I say something about this game, HH? I think this game, it's good. It's come now. Do you know why? Don't smoke. We should be happy. This is what I'm saying. It's good. It's come when Walker is back, but it's also good that it's come at a point where United. We're not losing. Because every time we meet them,
that's a great
what happens? RDS. Every time we meet you were losing. So we looked at you as, the underdogs. Right now, I think the players are going to take you guys seriously because you've embarrassed. Like, look, regardless of the fact that obviously Liverpool outplayed you and Arsenal outplayed you, but you still embarrassed them by beating them because you were the underdogs. I think that's better that you've beaten two teams because if you beat easy teams, City could have still been looking like, this United team is not all that. But I think right now, they'll be looking at you saying, these guys just beat Liverpool. God, this Liverpool are not great. They beat Arsenal, who are in form, so we should be serious, which I'm happy about. Because I think this Sunday they'll be serious from both sides. And for Haaland to say with chest, because his father was injured by a Manchester, to say with chest that I can't wait to score against you. I think he's going to dunk.
It's just important that he should know that he needs to score against United and not be pocketed by Martinez like he was at Dortmund. That's the most important thing.
Okay, look,
do you know that?
Wait,
funny is going to be playing against Martinez will be playing against a better defender than Varane than freaking Humphrey.
No, look, we have to. Guys, shout out to your boy Red Devil Studio. Remember, join up and subscribe to his channel. Shout out to Man City, Patrick, City fan, who subscribes to his channel as well. And shout out to your boy Smoke Man. Guys, we'll be back on tomorrow, Friday, for the Friday show, 11 p.m. Friday show. Football news, North London Derby, different news. I think Chelsea with Leao and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, man, we'll see what happens on Saturday and Sunday. And all I say is this: is God bless Chelsea Football Club, and let's just hope that Eden Hazard come back home. Hazard, come back home, baby.